2, 3.
I'm Derek Gallegos, the executive chef at Gretchens restaurant, and today we're going to cook up one of our very popular dinner specials for you, which is a certified Angus ribeye steak. We're going to serve it with roasted garlic mashed potatoes and a zinfandel reduction and a gorgonzola compound butter.
Wow.
So here's our meat right here.
Sounds yummy.
That I've trimmed up, and we're going to cut a nice 1 pound steaks is what we get off these guys here. So we're going to cut up that for you, and we'll just trim it up just a little bit. So yeah, these, like I said, these are very popular. We sell more of these steaks than anything on our whole menu tonight. And then this is a special pepper blend that we make here. We use it for just pretty much all our steaks, and it's mainly kosher salt, but there's also Sichuan peppercorns, pink peppercorns, allspice, and lots of fresh ground black pepper in here, and a little bit of brown sugar, just a tiny bit.
Oh, interesting.
So this is our steak spice. So we liberally salt that. I think a lot of people, I don't know, personally, don't put enough salt on their steak, salt and pepper. I think it's hard to oversalt your pepper your steak. I think they go together like cookies and milk, salt and steak. So.
And do you let the meat warm up a little bit before cooking, or is it straight from the fridge? Or
we go straight from the fridge on these. Yeah, that's fine. If it were a larger piece of meat, I would bring it up to room temp, but these aren't that thick. But yeah, if I was doing like cooking the whole rib roast, yeah, I'd let it temp. So, and just a little bit of oil on there, just to help spread the heat across the steak, get a better char on it. And that's it, a generous amount of salt and just a little bit of oil. And we're gonna go straight to the grill.
Wonderful.
Okay, we have a very hot grill here. We're going to put it on the hottest part. So we'll start this on the hottest part and get a nice char on the outside of it, and we'll move it to a cooler part of the grill to have it finish its cooking. We're going to cook it about rare to medium rare. So, that's the way I like it, and most of our steaks are cooked to medium rare here. So while this is cooking, we'll go do our mashed potatoes, and we'll get our vegetables ready. We're going to have some fresh in-season asparagus going with the steak. Right?
Wonderful.
Turn it 90 degrees to get the marks on the steak. Alrighty, that's the first turn. We'll flip it over in about another minute. Okay. I'm going to go here. Here's I have the Idaho russets that we've boiled in water for about a half hour or so. I'm going to strain them. And I'll save the water in case I have to add some back to the potatoes if they get too stiff. So set that to the side. I just give them a coarsely mash them right now, so they'll accept the cream and butter a little more easily. And there we go.
Wow.
Cream and butter in there.
That's cream and butter.
Yeah, cream and butter together.
And it was warmed up.
Yes, warmed up. Yeah. It's pretty important to have it warm. It's going to cool your potatoes down too much if you throw it in when it's cold. So, and a little bit of kosher salt in there, white pepper. And then we'll mash the rest of the way. We'll take that water and add some of it back into there.
My favorite thing.
Yeah. In a lot of restaurants I worked in, we put them through like a food mill or a tammy, to get a super fine texture. But I actually kind of like the little bit more rustic, chunks in there, just, tiny bits in there. More water. Frizzy rag out of the way. All right. Here we have our potatoes ready to go with steak. Alright. So I'm going to keep these in a warm spot while our steak finishes cooking. Okay. Oh yeah, beautiful. about rare right now.
And that was about
Yeah.
10 minutes.
Yeah, actually this was about maybe 6 minutes or so to get 6 to 7 to get to this point. So this is not a nice char on both sides. I'm going to move it to a cooler part of my grill over here, and then just cover it for about 2-3 minutes. It should kind of do a perfect medium rare. So once that steak just starts to bleed on the surface and some juice starts coming out, you know you got like a perfect rare, medium rare right there. Okay? And this is a compound butter that we've made, and so it's about equal parts of gorgonzola cheese and butter, but also has a little white balsamic vinegar in there, has and a caramelized onions, like a very nice dose of caramelized onions blended into it. A few dashes of Tabasco, a little lemon juice, and a tiny bit of Worcestershire sauce.
And how do you put a compound butter together? You just melt it all up
you get your butter at room temperature, then you mix your flavoring agents with it, and you put it in a food processor, and just blend them all together. Then you roll them. You can roll it up, and this is parchment paper, or you can use some plastic wrap, wax paper, or what have you. So we'll take a couple generous slices of this butter. We'll put it on our steak.
To make it extra healthy.
Oh yeah. I guess it's a special occasion treat here.
It is.
But, what I'm going to do is just throw this in the oven for about 10 seconds to just get to where the butter is just starting to melt. So if you're actually cooking these steaks at home, you can put the butter on about a minute before they're done, and then it'll melt butter. That last mashed potatoes that we made earlier. So this is our garlic confit, which is this like whole peel of garlic cloves that have been simmered in extra virgin olive oil, probably on medium heat for about 20-30 minutes until the garlic's just really soft.
And then you can just store them and use them whenever?
Yeah, and it'll keep it, and you keep it refrigerated, it'll store indefinitely. And you can also take this this garlic and puree it and add it to so many different things. You add it to marinades, you can add it to dressings, vinaigrettes. You can smear it on pieces of meat also. So it adds a lot of flavor to so many different things. We use a lot of this here in a lot of different items. So I just top our mashed potatoes with the garlic. Then I finish it up with the, this is our zinfandel wine reduction and balsamic syrup. It's probably started out as about a quart of liquid here. So it's been reduced down to about a half of a cup.
Wow. So
we just top it with that. And just a little parsley and the garlic. And this is our very, very popular steak special that we serve for dinner at the Gretchens restaurant.
Wow. That looks pretty good, even at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. So the staff is gonna be happy.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Okay.